Hello, this is Erin with the Joy in Pens and Paper, and I am going to do a swatching of my light blue ink samples. So I have a lot of blues in my collection. So I separated them out into light blue, dark blue, samples, bottles, and this page I believe is going to, or this spread will hold 12 of the samples, and I have 16 prepared right here. So I will get through as much as I can, and then we'll add whatever's remaining to the next page. And so this is not going to be in any specific order. It's going to be whatever I grab first and put on the page. For tools, I am using a Hobonichi Tomoe River paper notebook and a Kakimori brass nib dip pen. I have a cup of water, I have my samples, and I have this wonderful cat page holder from one of my viewers. And without further ado, I'm going to get started. I'm just going to pull from the front corner and work my way down. Let's see how much I can get done. The only thing I might do is put shimmers to the side and save that for the end. At some point in my videos, I do a disclaimer, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I tend to do my ink swatching or my YouTube videos while my family is busy. And so my son is in the next room playing online games with his friends and can sometimes get a little charismatic. All right, so this first ink is Van Diemen's. And it is Blue Jay Crown. And I'm gonna do right here. So with the Kakimori brass nib dip pen, at some point I'll get that. When you change the angle of the pen or the nib when it hits the paper, it changes the line width. And so I like to just do some different line width variations there. Oh, and I have a white t-shirt to dry off my brass nib dip pen. So this is a sample that I received from Ink Journal. It's part of their monthly ink flight. Next one is from Van Ness, and it is called Storied Blue by Ferris Wheel Press. Now this is my collection as of December of 2023. My hope for 2024 is that I can work my way through some of these ink samples, because I have quite a large collection of ink samples. So this ink I have used one time, and I used it in the rollerball, the Ferris Wheel Press rollerball that takes fountain pen ink. And this was an ink color that I was really excited about, but I really did not enjoy using that particular pen. It had a lot of inconsistency in ink flow, And so I definitely need to throw this in another pen to get a very different experience. See if I actually like this color. And I think it's also very similar to a Sailor ink color that is coming up. All right, let me check the next one. No shimmer, great. So this is also from Van Ness, and it's Wearing Gold, The Sky Seasons Passing. Oh, it's like a slightly darker version of Storied Blue. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. I'm actually gonna cut it short there because spacing otherwise would be all messed up, and I'm not willing to do that. So instead of writing out the word passing, I'm gonna write pass with a period to signify some missing letters. I'm okay with it. All right, this next one is also from Ink Flight. So you see a large part of my collection is Ink Flight, which is great. I got introduced to a number of inks that I wouldn't have known otherwise, but I wasn't able to keep up with the amount of ink coming in compared to the amount of ink that I use. This is the color I was thinking of. That is very similar to Storied Blue. 1, 2, 3. So this is Sailor Shikiori. And this one is called Shito Shito. Beautiful ink. This one I inked up one time. I feel like that's going to be a theme of I inked it up once and I need to ink it up more. It's my project for 2024, which I think I already said. All right, this next one is a sample gifted to me by Taz, one of my viewers. And Taz is an avid fan of Wearing Gold inks. I think most of my interactions with her, she's shared a new Wearing Gold ink that she's picked up along the way. So this is one that she shared with me. It's called Robinson Crusoe. This is, to me, the color of warm tropical water. So bright, so bright. So there's a very wide array of levels of lightness, darkness so far. All right, another one from Ink Journal, Sailor Shikiori ZaZa. Beautiful. This actually could have gone in the darker blue. I suppose if I had done a medium category, it would have been in the medium. All right, next one. That one is a shimmer. All right. So this is another one from Ink Journal, Andoryllium Blue Ringed Octopus Blue. This one looks very bright. Let me lift up the cat butt. And I do dab around the edge or the bottom just to get some ink pooling. All right, Andoryllium. Blue ringed. Let me figure out my spacing so that I know where to stop. We'll stop there. Blue ringed octopus, and I believe this one has some sheening that comes out. If I remember correctly, it has some red sheening, and I think I see it starting. All right, this next one. In the vial, this looks a little brownish purplish. I have all of this swatched in a Wearingeul ink swatch book that I also received from Ink Flight. Oh, it's fascinating. This one may have gone bad. Andoryllium. Indigo. Bunting blue. Well, that's fascinating. I am intrigued if I can quickly find, it would be towards the front because Andrellium, Indigo Bunting blue. Look at that. So that's how it was when I first got it, and this is how it is now. So something about that particular ink did not hold up over time, and the color has shifted. The location that I store my inks in, I try to store them in a part of the room where there's not a ton of light coming in, but occasionally a vial might get left out on the desk, which is in direct sunlight. The temperature is also slightly cooler than the rest of the house, not frigid, not icebox cool, but cooler. So I'm actually going to pull this ink out from my collection, and just because I have no clue how much this might continue to change, so I'm not even going to put it in a pen because I don't know if it's even going to last on a page. That's so fascinating. All right, moving on. This is a sample from Van Ness, and it's Colorverse A and very light. 1, 2, 3. And if my son is too loud and it's bothering you, I get it, but he's a kid. All right, next one. Oh, that's got some beautiful shading to it. I like that. But I'm very thrown off by the Indigo Bunting blue. That's fascinating. If anyone else watching this gets or got the Ink Flight box that Andrellium inks came in, can you go ahead and give yours a swatch and let me know what that looks like? Was there something wrong with how I stored it that it went bad? Ugh. I'm not a wasteful person, so I'm having a very hard time with that ink. I'm just feeling very convicted in, or confident in my choice to focus on using up my inks. That is getting a nice little pink to it. All right, looks like I've got room for 2 more. So this next one is a Sailor. This is a sample from Goulet Pens. It's a little similar to Robinson Crusoe, but this has a bit more of a green. So this is Sailor. And it's a manio, so get ready for that chromo shading to pop. And this one is called Koke. Now this is one, when I first got it, I grabbed my glass dip pen and I did some journaling with it, and I loved this color. And I thought, oh, I need to get a bottle of that. But I paused because I was working on building up my sample collection. And I'm glad that I paused because I haven't yet put this in a bottle. So, all right, so this next one is also from Ink Journal, and it is called Colorverse Cancer. There is a little hair. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I did that wrong. Got the angle wrong. Should be like that. And they spell it CNC. All right, so here is my first batch of light blue inks in a variety of shades, with that one being the big whoopsie shocker of the day. So fascinating. So I guess I'm glad that I did this swatch. The Colorverse A and has some nice chromo shading coming out. The Koke has the chromo shading. The Robinson Crusoe is gorgeous. Look at that. The Shito is also gorgeous. And if you look at the Shito versus Storied Blue, I would choose the Shito hands down. It's a much more complex ink with really beautiful shading. The Sailor Shikiori ZaZa has some red sheen to it, as does the blue ringed Octopus. It has some red sheen coming at the bottom of the pooling section. And without further ado, I'm going to sign off, and I will see you in my next ink swatching video.